Every life that is born will one day die. All living beings are born carrying the same fate to disappear without exception. The Buddha taught that nothing in this world is permanent. Because we are born, we age, fall ill, and eventually die. He told us to face this simple truth. But thinking about death is not meant to make us depressed. When we realize that if there is a beginning, there must also be an end, only then do we truly understand how precious this very moment of life is. One morning in 1888, a man was drinking his coffee while reading the newspaper. On the front page, he saw his own obituary, and the content was deeply shocking. The merchant of death is dead at last. The devil who grew rich by finding ways to kill more people faster goes to hell. The person reading this article was none other than Alfred Nobel, very much alive. In reality, it was Nobel's brother who had died, but the newspaper made a fatal mistake and published a false report. That morning, Alfred Nobel caught a glimpse of his future.
So this is how the world will remember me, as a merchant of death.
Without that shock, the greatest honor in human history, the Nobel Prize would never have been born. Today's question is this: so then how will I be remembered? We tend to think like this: when I die, everyone will be devastated. They'll all miss me terribly. But here is an uncomfortable, even cruel truth. In psychology, there is something called the spotlight effect. We usually believe we are the main character on stage, but in reality, the audience is more concerned about whether their popcorn is too salty or too bland. Shall I be honest? About half of the people at a funeral may be thinking things like this.
What should I say to the family? What do I say besides "I'm sorry for your loss"? What time was my next meeting again?
It feels a bit empty, doesn't it? No, actually, this can be comforting. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, left these words: "Soon, even those who remember you will be gone." It sounds brutally cold, but this is not nihilism. Stoic philosophy asks us, will you cling to judgments you cannot control, or will you focus on the attitude you can choose right now? In other words, there is no need to ruin your present life, just to be remembered as someone impressive by others. Then is the answer, since we'll be forgotten anyway, let's live recklessly? No, the opposite is true. We should think carefully about what we leave in someone's heart. The American poet Maya Angelou said this: "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." At a funeral, you will never hear people honestly say this:
"He was a wizard with Excel pivot tables. His commute timing was impeccable."
We remember people not for their skills or achievements, but for their attitude. At a funeral, how would it feel to hear this kind of evaluation?
At the funeral, that person was a pretty decent guy.
In Aesop's fables, the diligent ant is praised, and the grasshopper who only plays is criticized. But wait a moment, then when does the ant ever play? The ant works all summer long, then works again in winter, and then dies. Is that really a wise life? We always say things like this: I'll travel when I have more time later. I'll enjoy my hobbies after I retire. We often postpone the certain happiness of the present for the sake of an uncertain future. This is called delayed gratification. We save money, telling ourselves we'll enjoy life after retirement, and end up giving up precious experiences that can only happen right now. But that may not be saving life, it may simply be wasting it. Research shows that happiness lasts longer when people invest in experiences rather than buying things. The excitement of a new purchase fades quickly, but experiences like travel, conversations, challenges, and time spent together grow richer in the heart over time. So perhaps the most important thing in life is not making money, but making memories. When we finally reach the end, what remains beside us is not money written in numbers, but memories of laughing and crying together. The only thing we can carry with us until the end is our memories. 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, almost no one will know your name. But there is no need to be remembered forever. If you can mean something small to the people beside you right now, that is more than enough. If today's video was helpful, please like and subscribe. What do you think? Leave a comment and share what's in your heart.